Good day everyone, I am Alfred by Lalong-isip and here is our report which is entitled Contemporary Global Governance. So what is global governance? Global governance is the capacity within the international system at any given moment to provide government-like services and public goods in the absence of world governance. It is the combination of informal and formal ideas, values, rules, norms, procedures, practices, policies, and organizations that help all actors, states, IGOs, civil society, and NGOs, NTCs, and individuals. So the example of global governance is the procedures or the leadership that connects between the state or the non-state actors. The example of it is the United Nations, which is a League of Nations that has a one goal and a one object an objective that which wants to create a leadership among other countries and which wants to promote the economy to promote the global economy across the globe. And in conclusion, global governance refers to the complex of institutions, mechanisms, relationships, and processes between and among states or non-state actors, markets, citizens, and organizations that articulate or collective interests on the global plane, establish rights and obligations and immediate differences. So
States are defined by sovereignty over territory and a group of people. They are what commonly called countries, or we all known as a one nation. Intergovernmental organizations are created by states through multilateral treaties that acts like a constitution in that the state parties are consisting to be bound by the treaty that set up the agencies, functions, and purpose of organization that are involving of two or more nations to work a good faith on issues and common interests. This is also working together on issues of mutual self-interest.
Good morning, I am Vincent D. Fernandez and I'm going to present the CSO and NGO. So CSO stands for Civil Society Organization. These are non-governmental organizations that are formed by individuals or group of citizens who came together to address the social and economic and or political issues in their communities or society at large. CSO plays a crucial role in promoting social welfare, advocating for human rights, and fostering civic engagement. They often work independently and of the government, and they driven by the interests and concerns of the communities they serve. So CSO can take various forms such as community-based organization and uh, advocacy group, charities, and professional associations. So NGO stands for governmental organization. NGOs are similar to CSO in that they are independent of government and control and work towards the betterment of society. However, NGOs can have a broader scope and may operate on a national or international level. NGOs can be involved in a wide range of activities including humanitarian and human rights advocacy. They often rely on donations, grants, and volunteers to carry out their work. Both CSO and NGOs play important roles in addressing social issues. They are both promoting development and advocating for the rights and well-being of individuals and communities. And they also provide valuable services, raise awareness, and work towards creating positive change in the society. So that's all, and thank you.
Transnational Corporation. Transnational corporations, TNCs, are businesses that have a global reach. They are companies that operate in more than one country. Below, you'll find some interesting facts about TNCs. They operate, produce, and sell in more than one country. They aim to maximize profits and lower costs. Transnational corporations or TNCs are large companies that operate in multiple countries, often with headquarters in one country and subsidiaries or branches in others. These corporations have a significant global presence and play a crucial role in the world economy, impacting various aspects of business, trade, and development. TNCs have expanded rapidly in recent decades due to globalization, advancements in technology, and liberalization of trade policies, allowing them to operate across borders more easily. One defining feature of transnational corporations is their ability to leverage resources, expertise, and markets across different nations. They often seek to minimize costs by locating production facilities in countries with lower labor or operating costs while tapping into markets with high demand for their productions or services. This global reach enables TNCs to achieve economies of scale and gain competitive advantages over smaller local firms. However, this also can lead to concerns about labor rights, environmental impact, and economic inequality in host countries. The influence of transnational corporations extends beyond economic realism, impacting social and political dynamics worldwide. These corporations can influence government policies through lobbying, trade agreements, and other forms of engagement, shaping regulations and market conditions in their favor. Additionally, TNC's operations can affect cultural norms, consumer behaviors, and even national sovereignty in some cases. As such, managing the activities and impacts of transnational corporations has become a complex challenge for governments, international organizations, and civil society groups seeking to balance economic growth with social and environmental sustainability.
The rise of non-state actors. A non-state actors is a broad title to describe an array of entities, ranging from territories or revolutionary groups to social movements and businesses. While these actors have their own agendas and strategies, they are still influenced by and interact with other actors, primarily countries. Another example of non-state actor is a non-governmental organization or NGO. NGOs are typically independent organizations that operate without government control and are driven by a specific mission or cause. They often work to address social, environmental, or humanitarian issues and can have a significant impact on policy making, advocacy, and providing services to communities in need. NGOs plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion, influencing policies and holding governments and other actors accountable for their actions.
The United Nations. One of the example of non-state actors, its role is to achieve international cooperation in solving international problems and economic, social, cultural, or humanitarian characters and is promoting and encouraging respect for human rights and for fundamental freedom for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. The United Nations or UN is an international organization that promotes peace and cooperation among nations. Globalization refers to interconnectedness of countries and people worldwide. The UN works to address global issues like poverty, inequality, climate change, and conflict that can be affected by globalization to its agencies and programs. The UN aims to create a more inclusive and sustainable global economy, protect human rights, and address environmental challenges. Overall, the UN plays a crucial role in shaping global governance and addressing the opportunities and challenges of globalization to create a better world for all.
General Assembly. The UN General Assembly, or the UNGA, is the main policy-making organ of the organization, comprising all member states. It provides a unique forum for multilateral discussion, the full spectrum of international issues covered by the Charter of the United Nations. Each of the 193 member states of the United Nations has an equal vote. Um, the General Assembly discussion makes the decisions a wide range of issues, including peace and security, development, human rights, international law, and the budget of the United Nations. It also elects members of, to serve on a various UN bodies such as the Security Council, Economic and Social Council, and International Court of Justice. One of the key functions of the General Assembly is to promote international cooperation and diplomacy among its member states. Through dialogue and negotiation, the General Assembly works to address global challenges and find solutions to complex issues facing the international community.
The UN Security Council. Its primary responsibility is maintaining peace and security. The Council has 15 members, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. Each member has one vote under the Charter. All members states are obligated to comply with Council's decision. So the UN Security Council has primary responsibility is maintaining international peace and security. And the council has 15 members, so it's not only one country but international, which means they're maintaining peace and security around the world.
The International Court of Justice is the principal judicial organ of the UN. The court has two functions: to settle in accordance with international law, legal disputes submitted by states, and to give advisory opinions on legal questions referred to it by authorized UN organs and specialized agencies.
Hi everyone, I will discuss about the Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council serve as the central forum or discussing international economic and social issues and formulating policy recommendation addressed to member state and the United Nation system. Now, what is the Economic and Social Council? The Economic and Social Council is the one of the principal organs of the United Nations established to promote the international economic and social cooperation and development. It serves as a central forum discussing a wide range of global issues pertaining to economic and social development, as well as for formulating policy recommendation addressed to member state and the United Nations system. That's all. Thank you.
The United Nations Secretary General. So, what is the role of the Secretary General of the United Nations? So, according to Charter, he is the Chief Administrative Officer of the organization. It further stipulates that he may bring to the attention of the Security Council any matter which, in his opinion, may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security. So, meaning to say, the Secretary General is the highest position in an organization. So, the Secretary General is appointed by the General Assembly. 193 member states serve as the Chief Administrative Officer of the United Nations. Common responsibilities include making appointments to United Nations posts, overseeing peacekeeping missions, and mediating conflict. So, the The recent or the latest Secretary General of the United Nations is Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres is a Portuguese politician and diplomat who served as Prime Minister of Portugal and Secretary General of the United Nations 2017 to present.
G20 Plus and a new framework for global cooperation. First, facilitate multi-stakeholder from the internet taking a global crisis. 2. Promote inclusive economic reform. Number 3, enable global economic response. And that's all. Thank you.